Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Skids and Fabulous Show, the only show where two clowns come on and discuss their train of thought, only to quickly derail. I'm your host, Skids the Clown. With me this week, the pride of downtown Clownsylvania.
Fabulous!
Yeah. That's it?
That's all I got.
Really?
Yeah.
We worked on this all week.
I know.
I'm out of here.
Yeah. Wait, no, come back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Welcome back, everybody. We apologize for the delay in this week's video. I know we kind of took an unexpected week off. Last week was kind of busy. There was some actual clowning going on.
Severe clowning going on.
And afterwards, one of us had gotten themselves sick, and it was not me. I'm fit as a fiddle, feeling great.
Whoa, I wasn't sick. It was a whole sinus infection.
That sounds like you're sick.
Well, if you have... Oh, dude, I had to, my voice was like all... Hey, baby. It was like...
That's always a cool thing about being
sick. That was a cool thing. That is a cool thing.
Because you do get that kind of sexy, low, Barry White voice when you get sick.
I didn't even have to try. It was just like awesome.
Yeah. But other than that, you get the bad side effects of being sick, which... sinus infection, it's got the word infection in the name of it, so it's never really good. Yeah. But there's always a upside to when you're sick, because when you start feeling better, that's the one thing.
Oh yeah.
Because you're stuffed up for that whole week, and then you finally get that good blow once you start feeling better, and everything starts moving. And I'm sorry to gross everybody out, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, that's what we do. Well, not gross people out. But we talk about just about anything.
Yeah, I try to gross people out because it's fun.
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes you get that good blow going after a while, and you feel the stuff moving, and you wouldn't be surprised if your whole brain came out of your nose at that point.
It probably could.
And the best part is, especially after you're sick, you just can't help it. Once you blow your nose really well, you got to look at that Kleenex. You got to take a look.
It's the unwritten law.
And you got to give it a good look. I mean, it's not just a quick... Ew, that's gross. No, you kind of stare at it, and you check the color, and you check the consistency. Make sure, there's no, gnomes or dwarves that were up there mining for gold.
Yeah.
But that's when you're feeling really... It's like,
much
now
better.
I'm better. Oh, my God, I got all those gnomes and dwarves out of my face, so, now I can go on.
You go CSI on it and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
You take, not this pen because this is the purple pen. You don't want to ruin the purple pen, so you just take a normal, typical black pen. You just kind of...
Cheapy, one of the ones that come in the big packs.
Yeah.
And then you poke at it.
No bueno.
But, yeah, sounds like you had kind of a adventurous week. Mine was far less interesting.
Really?
Well, I was tired this week, and Mrs. the Clown was traveling for business again. So I definitely spent the time catching up on some video games. And like I've said before, I have a backlog of games, but I've been playing one game in particular this whole time, trying to beat it on the Nintendo Switch, the Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And
what?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's a role-playing game.
That sounds like a disease.
No, it's a really fun game.
Oh my God! No, Xeno!
Other than its disgustingly sick name, it's actually a really good game. I didn't get to start playing it until almost the end of January. I got it the day it came out, but again, busy and backlog of other games and stuff like that.
Backlog of other games.
Yeah. Well, like I said before, I did buy that Monster Hunter game the day it came out, and the Dragon Ball Fighter Z game the day it came out.
Hold on, that was it a Monster game?
Yeah.
Is that you showed me a primo of that? Right, the promo.
The demo.
The demo.
Yeah, where you went out and it was like that giant lizard that you.
Yeah, that was actually looked kind of cool.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna play that now because I actually finally beat that Xenoblade Chronicles. So,
really?
Yeah, got it beat. I struggled on the last boss for a long time and I knew what to do and just over and over again, it was just like, it's so close. I could almost beat him, but just my timing was a little off. So, but I finally got it taken care of. So I think I'm going to move on to playing the Monster Hunter next.
I would.
Last time I played it, I sucked. So.
Well, that's a new game. You're always going to suck.
Well, no, it pointed out.
At first, you're always going to suck at the first game.
Yeah.
First time you ever played it.
It pointed out how much I suck more than usual. Because, like, you and I, we've been trying
Game over. You suck.
Exactly. We've been trying to play some games together, so we've been going to play more of your style of game. I know you're not into the role-playing games like I am.
No role-playing. You got to read.
But
I don't do that.
Yeah, but
if I
like
can't
the story.
sit there and be dumbfounded,
I like watching a good story in games, but we played together Call of Duty, which is more his style.
Ow, that was awesome.
Yeah, and again, he's better at Call of Duty than I.
Well, that's all I've been doing like every night.
Yeah, well,
it's like I just sit there laying in bed going, okay, I'm dumb. I'm dead. Okay, I'm dumb. Okay, come on.
I mean, there is. It's not just being dumb. I mean, there's a level of skill. It's like those twitch reflexes and stuff like that. So, I'm not saying that I'm bad at like first person shooters and fighting games because I'm actually pretty good.
Yeah, but you did good. You did good.
At least I had more kills than deaths, so that's one positive thing.
Yeah.
But you were well in like twice as many kills as I had.
I've been playing online. I've been playing against people that are like, wow.
See, I don't even do that because
unbelievable.
Because when I play online, it's just like, okay, I'm spawned and I'm dead. Okay, here I am. I'm spawned again and I'm dead.
If you know anything about these, the modern
werewolves and Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Well, they got not
Call of Duty
zombies,
games.
so
yes,
werewolves are the next.
If you know anything about these Call of Duty games, when you play in local whatever. My 12-year-old has to show me how to do all this stuff.
He does. He has to come in and set the games up for us.
He does.
And then it's like, get out. We're playing now.
Yep. Let me set that up. Let me set that up. No. Let me set. Oh, Dad, you're killing me. Dad, stop.
Oh, yeah. It was painful for him to watch.
So, oh God, yeah, it was. So, anyways, you can set up these bots, robots that you can have somebody on your team and somebody on the other team. Now, I think it's kind of harder. In a sense, I mean, you'll play these guys online, and there's no bots at all. It's just normal people, not like us, but normal people.
Yeah, definitely.
And
not like us.
They spend like 23 hours a day playing this game, so they know all the tricks and all that.
How can they afford the game if they spend that much time? Don't they have to work?
Oh, probably not. Probably not. They probably work by playing the game.
Must be rough.
Ooh, must be rough. But and when you play these people that are just unbelievable, you get better. You really do. If it wasn't for them saying you suck,
you suck.
I'm not good, but it's still fun.
Yeah, I'd like to play more of it. And like first person shooters, I play a little bit more on my PC than like the PlayStation or Xbox. So for me, it's that controller that's more of the obstacle. Because if it was like the keyboard and the mouse, I've got that. I can do that anytime. Yeah. But the thing is it's more fun sitting down and being an old gamer. I'll definitely go with this. It's more fun to sit down in a room with people and play a game and be social with it. Now, I know people get like the nice setup where they've got the headphones and the mics and all that kind of stuff. It's not the same than being in the same room and playing with somebody.
Well, yeah, you can. Well, like last night, we had fun doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a good time, and
it didn't matter that I was terrible at it. It was just
fun. No, it was just fun.
And by the end, I mean, we had some like awesome squad techniques going.
We did.
It was like coordinated attacks, and that's another advantage of being in the same room is like you've got that one-on-one conversation. Okay, I'm right behind you. Go up this hill. Okay, you get my back. Check your corners. All that kind of stuff.
Set the claymores. Blah blah blah.
And that's the thing I will give you over like the Call of Duty or any first-person shooter game versus a role-playing game. You don't get that multiplayer experience.
No, I think we should do an episode where we talked about doing it. playing the game online and doing it that way. But I think we should do it like when we're actually right next to each other.
Yeah.
And just, split screen.
On a couch, just split screen, or have us down in the corner.
Yeah.
If you guys would like to see something like that, definitely leave a comment.
Trust me.
We're going to do it anyway. I don't care if you
exactly.
comment or not.
Exactly.
We're just saying that if you'd like to see it and you comment, then maybe we'll get it done sooner.
Trust me, if Mrs. Fab chuckled, it's funny because she don't chuckle at anything that we do.
She doesn't think we're funny.
At all.
So, anyway, that's not what I wanted to talk about today. What you got on your mind?
What's on my... Well, plain and simple, I hate Girl Scouts.
That seems a little harsh, but I kind of know where you're going on this already, because it is definitely the season for Girl Scouts. Why in particular do you hate Girl Scouts?
Those cookies.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Those wonderful, wonderful, delicious, just absolutely the best thing ever.
Yeah, so you're not picking on the Girl Scouts. I
No.
get that.
Oh, no, I'm not picking on the Girl Scouts.
Because we both, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, we're big supporters.
Well, I was a Boy Scout. Were you a Girl Scout?
No, I was not a Girl Scout.
Okay.
I wasn't a Boy Scout either. My daughter was a Girl Scout, and she's gotten old enough that she's no longer part of it. She just got old enough that she lost interest.
Yeah.
It's not like the Boy Scouts where they have like activities that take you all the way to like 18 or
21.
19. Yeah. The Girl Scouts kind of get to the point where it's just the same thing over again.
Yeah.
So,
I don't hate the Girl Scouts. They're cute little girls, and they're berets and their scarf thing.
Right.
With all the
blazer.
My pen.
Oh my
Hold
God.
on.
Oh, he dropped the pen. Anyway.
It's a well-used pen. They're adorable, and I just...
That's the problem, though.
I know. That's why I hate. I go to a store, and you got this cute little girl. Sir, would you like to buy some cookies? Okay.
The problem is you probably just bought cookies, 5 minutes ago.
Easy. They get you when you're going into the store, and they get you on the way out. And you can't say no.
And then they come to your house.
And then they come to your house. They go to the bowling alley. They go to the movie theater. Wherever you're at, they follow you.
And even if they can't follow you, like I go to work, and then you get the parents. That they just say, "Here, we got Girl Scout cookies," and...
What do you mean you're only buying 15 boxes?
Yeah,
Come on, get more. Come on.
They're more vicious than the girls are.
No, sometimes. Yeah, they can be. They can be.
And I tell you, the Girl Scouts, I will tell you the truth. It's like the mafia. The Girl Scouts have this racket down.
They do. They got it down.
First of all, if you haven't already told, we like Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, yeah.
They're delicious.
Drop the mic. Done.
You cannot go into your local store and buy anything close as tasty as a Girl Scout cookie.
No cheap knockoffs of Girl Scout cookies.
Yeah.
Not one.
Nothing close.
Nothing.
And they only sell them for like that limited amount of time, which is kind of surprising because this is like a fundraiser. They could make gajillions of dollars if they had this online year-round. People would just be buying them crazy. Because I think they lace these things with drugs. Because there's no way normal food should be this addictive.
No.
Because it's like I think it's both our personal favorites, the Thin Mints.
Oh.
And
Thin Mints.
You go and the little girl comes up to the door and knocks on it. And it's like, please, will you buy some Girl Scout cookies? And
you got Thin Mints? You got Thin Mints?
So you're jonesing in there going,
come on, hit me.
So you think, okay, I'm going to buy 2 boxes. I'm going to be good. Yeah. Okay, 2 boxes. Now, 2 boxes of Thin Mints sounds like a lot.
It does sound like a lot.
So you give the little girl her money. You get your boxes. Thank you. And you close the door, and it's dark in your room. And next thing you know, 5 minutes later, you're looking at 2 empty boxes of Thin Mints.
And then you're running out the door going, hey, little girl, where'd she go? Where'd she go?
Jump in your car and you start combing the neighborhood. It's like, there's got to be a Girl Scout here somewhere. That sounded creepy.
Now we're not creepy, okay?
No.
We're not.
We just want cookies.
We just want cookies, man. That's all we want. Just
that's
keep
all
your kids. We don't want your kids.
Yeah.
We want the cookies.
We just want the cookies. Let's leave the cookies at the door. But yeah.
That was bad.
But anyway, it's like the mafia. I mean, you can imagine them sitting there going, and some old Don sitting there going, profits are down. Why are... I know my Italian accent's terrible. Why aren't we selling anything? And then, Vinny is sitting there. You got to have the cigar.
Cigar, got it. You have a cigar. We'll get the cookies. We'll get the cookies.
Bring me a Girl Scout. Again, that sounds creepy.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah.
As long as you're not driving around in a unmarked white van.
Yeah. Well, you gotta paint free candy on it at least. It can't be completely unmarked.
Free candy, lost puppies.
So yeah, there's definitely the racket because one, they're addictive.
Oh, horribly addictive.
They sell them for a limited time, so when they do come out, you are compelled to buy them because it's like I gotta stock up.
You got to stock up, but there's no point in stocking up because they don't last.
Yeah, and then
last.
They just get you right in the heart with the cuteness and stuff like that.
Every time. God, I hate those Girl Scouts.
Yeah, and the other thing about it is just it's like training for addiction right there. It's because they get you started and then you just don't have anything else to do for the rest of the time except wait for Girl Scout cookie season again. And that's where they sell you, I think there was that it was like an ice cream or a candy bar that had real chunks of Girl Scout cookies in it.
Yeah.
And the commercial even had like the whole thing is like you can't stand in front of the freezer where the ice cream was because people will push you down. It's like Christmas where the little lady hits you with the purse trying to get to with the bowling ball in it again. So not good stuff.
If you're a Girl Scout or family Girl Scouts or whatever, no, we don't hate you.
No,
we just
want you to bring us more cookies.
More cookies, please. That's all we want.
Yeah, mainly the Thin Mints.
Mainly.
The worst thing is there's also good. I don't even like coconut, but I'll eat those coconut ones.
I'm the same way. I'm not a coconut person at all.
Just not a fan,
but those cookies are still good.
Yeah,
They're probably the worst ones.
Well,
at the Girl Scout cookie brand,
maybe that's just our opinion.
That's just our opinion.
If you like Girl Scout or if you like coconut, the Girl Scout version of those coconut cookies are probably just to die for. I mean, for us, it's like the last box. It's like I've eaten all the
peanut butter,
the
caramel,
the shortbread. Yeah, everything else is gone. I guess the only thing I got left is the coconut ones. And then you eat them, and it's like those weren't so bad
at all.
Sitting there with their package going, it's terrible.
It is terrible. No, if you're Girl Scouts of America, we salute you.
We do. Is that like a 2-finger salute? Is that
or is it 3?
Or is 3? I can't do that. Hey, hold on. Well, you got tape or something? There we go. Got it.
Whatever it is, 2, 3, 2.
We're not trying to insult you.
No, we're not insulting.
My fingers don't work.
Yeah, no. We love you. We really do. Keep bringing those cookies.
And it's not like the Boy Scouts really have competition because what do? They sell popcorn.
And they walk little old ladies across the road.
That's true. Well, I mean, for a fundraiser. I don't think they get much fundraising money from the little old ladies. I don't know, if they charge them a quarter every time they cross the street.
Well, maybe we could pay the Boy Scouts to take out that old lady with the bowling ball in her bag that took you out. Maybe we can pay them off.
I don't think so. I think, they pretty much, every little old lady has a bowling ball in their purse.
All the Boy Scouts out there.
Yeah.
Call us.
Yeah. You might have once we get those big endorsements coming in, maybe if you endorse us, then we can.
Oh yeah, the Skids and Fabulous Show brought to you by the Boy Scouts of America.
Yeah, then maybe we can return some of that endorsement money as a payoff for the. At least, you can still walk the little old ladies across the street,
but if you just take him out,
just take the bowling balls out of their bag. Just kind of, you don't need this.
Yeah, while they're not watching.
Yeah.
But that might be balancing them out, though.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So,
they might have that, limp going. So
I don't know.
Yeah. But for somebody who's got a limp, she sure can swing that purse pretty well.
Oh, she could. Now, we do not endorse violence at all.
Yeah. I don't endorse getting hit by a bowling ball, though.
You shouldn't have been reaching for that. What was it? The samurai laser eye jet. Ninja toy.
Ninja robot with the kung fu grip.
Wah!
Yeah, I think the kung fu grip was the limited edition.
Yeah, it was.
That was. Call back to our Christmas episode. If you haven't, it's not Christmas anymore. But if you haven't seen it, watch it. Or you can. Well, don't wait until Christmas. Watch it now.
Yeah.
Watch it multiple times.
Oh yeah, and we'll do another one next year.
We hopefully we will.
Or this year.
Yeah,
I guess it's already next year.
It's already next year as this year, and time travel apparently.
Time travel. I want to time travel. I want to go back to 1988.
What happened in 1988 that you want to go see?
I remember seeing a bus stop bench that said 1987, the best year ever. Somebody spray painted on a bus stop.
Really?
Yeah, and it was 1988 when I saw it.
And so why do you want to go back in time to see this again?
So I can say 2018 is better.
Oh.
I don't know why.
So
well, at that time, I was a kid. I was.
You thought it was cool to spray paint stuff.
Well, no. Honest to God, I've only spray painted one thing in my whole entire life. That was a T-shirt.
Was somebody wearing it?
No. I was going to wear it, and I put it on. It was stiff.
That's not the same then. It's not vandalism if you were spray painting it and planning on wearing it.
I was never a vandalizer.
Oh, okay. I don't.
Vandalizer,
Vandalier.
Vandalier. Ooh, Vandalier.
That sounds awesome. That
sounds like a rock group name.
Vandaliers. Yeah, we got to write these.
I know, right? I got
down.
a pen.
Hold on. Did we write down the last one?
Did we?
No, I don't think so. There was a cool rock band name that we came up with, and I don't see it in front of me in all my notes. So.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Oh,
but
well.
Here, give me the purple pen.
Just be careful with it.
Okay.
Don't drop it. Hey, folks. Shameless plug.
Well, I'm brought to you by Bob's Convenience Store and Sushi Palace.
Yeah. Since he's not endorsing us, we had to take out his name and location. So
I think I spelled that out.
Here's to you.
Here's the purple pen back, which we are still running our promotion maybe on our 10th episode. We will give away the purple pen. We did say we would give it to one of our Patreon exclusive subscribers.
Yep.
I think we'll open that up to anybody who actually also comments to one of our videos. So if you've got a fun comment or you would like to subscribe to Patreon, you would get a chance to win a signed version of our slightly used, slightly dropped multiple times purple pen.
Slightly used. Mostly just clicked because I don't write.
Yeah.
Or read. I never learned how to read! Kind of, though. Maybe little pop-up books, and those are cool.
Those are cool.
I like pop-up books.
I always like those. And they've got, like, adult ones now. And
whoa,
I mean that they're not like... They're not like barnyard animal touch... or... what is it? Touch the cow, do it now?
Don't talk about pop-up book adult version.
I don't mean it that way. We're going to have to edit that out, man. No, I meant...
That was wrong.
I meant they've got, like, these real intricate ones that you open them up and they just, like, beautiful cutouts and stuff like that. And they're not necessarily, like, a scene or something like that. They could be abstract or just colors and stuff like that.
I've never seen one.
No, they're really beautiful.
Never seen one. No.
But yeah, I don't have one to show as an example. But I've always liked the artistry in pop-up books.
That just sounded bad. Pop-up adult books.
Yeah, this is what we got to work with.
We didn't peak. Hey, Skids, guess what?
What?
You get to speak now.
Oh.
What would you like to talk about, my man?
Okay, well, recently in a lot of different mediums, they've been talking about reboots, remakes, and remasters. Now, this month in the video game world, which got me thinking about this whole subject, there have been a lot of remasters and remakes that have been released. Shadow of the Colossus just came out with a remaster.
Santa Claus's Shadows.
No. Shadow of the Colossus, not Claus. Okay. Shadow of the Colossus. Very good game from...
Mr. Claus, Mrs. Claus, Baby Claus, Junior Claus, Santa Claus.
Moving on, it was a very good game from the PlayStation 2 era that they've simply updated the graphics. They kind of left the gameplay alone, and it's actually excellent. But at the same time, they keep releasing more and more remakes on game systems, and they do the same in the movie industry. And the weird thing is that games do pretty good with the remakes because they don't really tweak the game a lot. For the most part, they're just updating the look of the game, but it's still the same game, just with better graphics.
Better graphics, sharper images.
Higher resolution.
Sound.
Better sound.
I get that.
All that stuff. But
nothing wrong with that.
And I was thinking of that because you were telling me that you recently saw the Tomb Raider reboot trailer.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
It's out there. I saw it. I was never big into Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
I never really was. I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the actress that was in it. I'm not a big fan.
But I think of the game before I think of the movie. The movie was never that great for me.
No.
The original game, back in the old PlayStation, back in like the mid 90s, later 90s, was a great game. They released a lot of sequels and the quality went down for a while.
Like, they were shooting zombies, right?
Well, there was one with zombies, there was one with aliens. The first game was actually more of an alien theme.
Okay.
By the time you got to the end, but you had to go through almost the entire game before you even found that out because you were just in an old Egyptian pyramid or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
But they actually rebooted that game series, and actually it started out as they were doing it as a prequel on how she became such the awesome character who could do all the flips and shooting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then they wound up taking the character in a completely new direction. And that's kind of what got me thinking about this, because last year we had a couple of remakes or reboots, however you want to consider these, for movies that actually did pretty well in the theaters. One of them we've talked about before on the show is the movie It.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, not talking so much about the clown. We're just talking about the idea of the reboot. Now, this movie, first of all, it's not technically a reboot itself because the original movie was not a theatrical release.
No, it was a TV movie.
It was a TV movie.
Which was a good movie.
It was a good movie. They had great actors in it. You know, Tim Curry's
still...
his Pennywise is still a great character.
Oh, he looked great.
He looked great. The makeup was well done.
Phenomenal.
The character was actually funny. There are some disturbingly funny scenes that Tim Curry did in that movie.
Yeah. Tim Curry's just a great actor.
Yeah. John Ritter's in the movie.
Oh, Night Court.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that wasn't.
That wasn't. That's Three's Company.
Three's Company.
Three's Company.
No longer with us anymore.
No, he's passed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But the movie definitely benefited from a big budget, special effects, the R rating, because the original one was a TV movie, so they had to tone down way down on the horror aspect, which it's a horror movie, so
it is a horror movie.
It should be scary.
And it was actually even for a TV movie.
For a TV movie, it did have. I mean, people talk about scary clowns are enough, so apparently it did something right.
Yeah.
But I've seen bits of the new Pennywise. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'd like to see it, but I've seen bits of it, and the clown actually is. He's not creepy because I mean that's the point.
I don't know. I think the makeup's really cool, but
when he talks,
I love horror movies.
Yeah,
horror movies are great. Traditional horror movies, not this new garbage that out. I like Freddy Krueger, Jason,
but those are
the Blob.
The Blob. Now you're really dating yourself on that.
I wasn't born yet. It was a remake.
Good one.
Like that?
Anyway, the point of Pennywise is I've heard comments saying, well, he wasn't very scary in the new movie. Well, that's not the point. The point is that the clown is supposed to be like bait.
Yeah.
Now, if you had a big scary monster standing over there and somebody walks up and said, hey, look at that big scary monster standing right in front of me, I'm going to go that way. And you just walk away because, that's the easy thing to do. Monster's there. You see it. You know it's there. You're going to go the opposite direction.
Yeah.
So, of course, the clown isn't...
over.
Yeah, it'd be a real short movie then. That would be it. It's like, hey, good thing we didn't walk towards that monster.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
Hey,
let's go get some ice cream.
That's all, folks. That's it. End of movie. So you got to have a character that's not necessarily scary. There's something wrong. You can tell that there's something creepy about it, but it doesn't want to be overly scary. That's the point.
No, you want Okay, this one time you'll ever hear me say this. The book and the movie. And the book does not. Okay, hold on. Books ruin movies, plain and simple. I die hard believe in that. Now, from what I understand, since I didn't read the book, since I did not read the book, you've told me in the book it states that the clown is not Pennywise is not a scary clown, correct?
He's not supposed to be a scary clown.
He's not supposed to be a scary clown. He's supposed to be
bait.
bait. He's supposed to be happy-go-lucky. Hey, kid, you want a balloon? Come on down to the drain. Come on down here. It's all fun.
Tim Curry's clown looked like a clown. And I mean, again, you could tell it was a little off, but still, it was a clown, and that's the point because he was supposed to be luring children down to his lair and then revealing his true monstrous self to scare the children. So
what they did. I mean, I haven't seen the movie either, the new one. So what they did is actually kind of. I mean, I don't know what the monster actually looks like, but it's probably the same thing.
Probably, yeah, because that's the way it was in the book too.
But everything you saw,
no
about
spoilers,
the whole movie, all the promos and everything was all about Pennywise. You know, Pennywise, come to me, kid. You know, no.
Yeah, that's not the point. That's not the way it works.
No.
I mean, look at it this way. If you have a kitten and the kitten was just this monstrous beast and you walked up to it, that's like the perfect bait. You want the kitten to be all mutant because then you wouldn't go up and say, hey, look at the nice little kitten, I'm going to reach down and pet you. And you reach down and pet you and all of a sudden the kitten goes, ah!
Let me get my camera.
Get it! See, now that's a good movie. Actually, our next Killer Kittens from Outer Space movie will be coming out to theaters this summer.
Or on VHS.
How did I hit myself in the face?
Dude, I wasn't watching. I was actually looking at the cameras trying to stab you. I'm glad I didn't get you.
The things I do in the name of comedy.
The comedy and for our.
But I mean, that's
family.
the point. Again, we've gotten off our subject. The point is about reboots. So. It actually did well in the theaters, and they're making a sequel. So this is an example of a reboot that probably did well because it was a reboot.
Yeah.
Jumanji was another one that came out in the last couple months.
Recently.
Yeah.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
He does good.
Yeah, pretty much any movie he touches.
Honestly,
even if it's a terrible movie, just his presence, he's got that swagger.
Yeah,
he's got that charisma that he can make the worst movies good.
And you ladies really seem to like him.
Well, if you looked like all that, I don't look like that, so I'm not even.
You saying Hawaiian?
Hawaiian, yeah,
Samoan.
But yeah, so that was very different from the Robin Williams original. It was more about video game than the actual board game. Took the idea, basic concept, and took it in a completely different direction. It didn't step on the toes of the original, and it sounds like it did pretty well.
Yeah, I still haven't seen it. I don't go to movies very often. I don't.
We just don't have time.
Yeah, don't have time.
We'll wait for it to come out on home video, and then we'll buy it, and it'll sit on our shelves for months.
Yeah.
Kind of like my video games.
Yeah.
But I've got a list of movies here that are scheduled for a release either this year or in the next couple years that are being remade. And I'm looking at this list, and I'm sorry if I stared down at my paper this whole time, but this list has a lot of movies. It's like, one, Hollywood needs to come up with some better ideas because a lot of these movies just don't need to be remade. I don't get it. Don't you have any original ideas? And I'm going to run this list by you all, and I'm going to get his reaction, but definitely leave comments on what you think of some of these.
I have no idea what's on this list, folks.
Okay, I'm going to start with, and some of these are going to be ones that I think are okay for a reboot. Some of them I'm going to be adamantly against. Okay. I'm going to start with one that I know is one of Fabulous's childhood favorite movies. I've never seen it, so he's going to have to tell me all about this one. Flight of the Navigator.
They're seriously going to redo Flight of the Navigator.
Yes, it's on this list. So apparently it is scheduled. I don't know who's doing it, who's in it. I don't know enough about the original movie to know what would be worth rebooting on it.
Nothing. The special effects in this movie definitely show its age for the times, but still phenomenal. Really, I mean, they actually kind of rank up there with even the newer Star Wars.
Oh, really?
With just only one thing with special effects. I mean, they still use like puppets in it.
Okay.
There are
There's nothing wrong with
there's
that.
nothing wrong with that. Some of the best movies ever.
Even
were
the new
puppets.
Star Wars used puppets.
Well, yeah, exactly. But there's nothing they can do to make it better. With all honesty, I mean, Pee Wee Herman. I can't remember the guy's actual voice or name. But the voice alone. I mean, everybody. If you don't know it, Google it.
Yeah.
Or ping it or whatever those technical things are. Was that close to ping? Ping.
It's
right?
Bing.
Bing.
Bing with
Bing,
B.
not ping. We don't talk about ping. No, Flight of the Navigator, phenomenal movie, Disney movie.
So if somebody just watched it on Netflix or
definitely
found a DVD, it's worth watching the original.
For the longest time, Mrs. Fab and I have talked about this movie for many of years, and it's one of her also childhood favorite movies, and we could never find it. Well, a few Christmases ago. Like 3 Christmases ago, I found this movie. Actually had to order it, and if you know me, I'm cheap.
Yeah.
Oh, when it comes
it had to be on sale. And
actually, no, it wasn't. I actually paid some good money for this movie.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, I actually did, because it was one of those things where she's been wanting to see it, and I was like, you know what, you're going to get it, plain and simple. So I got this movie for her, and at Christmas night, we literally sat there and watched this movie. Our kids sat there and watched it with us, and they actually enjoyed it. I mean,
well, see, again.
So why would you need to remake it when you get the kids for these younger kids? See, at the time, what was it 7?
Yeah.
I think 7, 9, and I think 12, and late teens. Yeah, I have 4 kids. Mm-hmm. They're all pain in the butts. I love them to death, though. But anyways, they all enjoyed it, and it was just, the wife and I were just sitting there, just enjoying the movie and watching them enjoy the movie, just like when we were kids with our parents, watching us enjoy this movie. This is dumb thing to remake this movie.
Yeah,
it's another movie that you can actually go out there, get the original, and you will enjoy.
Exactly, and that's kind of the point of a bunch of these on the list. Another one kind of around the same time period, Never Ending Story.
Okay, another childhood dream, dream movie.
Yeah, I can see that this has more chances of being messed up really bad versus being really good. One you could say, the special effects could use updating.
Yeah, again, I get it.
It's a product of its time.
Exactly.
It's not really that bad. I don't think that practical special effects are necessarily a bad thing, especially if you see some of the CGI that they do anymore. Not very good quality.
The Hulk, the Incredible Hulk movie.
Really? Exactly. This is what we're going to turn to. So, again, if they retell the story or they change it up, is it going to be the same thing? Couldn't you just make something new and different?
Just different idea, new idea. No, I definitely thumbs down on this one for me.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Here's this one's a little more grown up of a movie. Starship Troopers are going to remake. Now, I'll start off on this one because this is one of Fabulous' favorite topics. The book is very different than the movie on this one.
See, books ruin movies, folks.
No, I'm gonna you're gonna like this because I'm actually gonna agree with you for once. The book is actually very intellectual and dry. It's got a very heavy social context.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
But the movie is dumb. Like, really dumb.
Corny.
And that is not being insulting. The movie is a popcorn flick from beginning to end.
Oh, God.
It's loud and obnoxious and blowing stuff up all the time.
Brief nudity, very brief.
And the characters are very cheesy and unlikable.
Very cheesy.
But you cannot help but like this movie. It's bad to the point of being good. Well, it's not like terrible bad. It's not really something you have to sit and think about. It's just what it is.
It's just pure entertainment.
Now, if they remake this movie, are they going to remake the movie, or are they going to make a movie based off of the book? It's going to be something that's really different. And are people going to accept that?
I don't know if they could. I mean, the first movie went to the theaters.
Yeah.
And they think what, total 4 or 5 movies?
Yeah, something like that. But
3 or I don't know.
There was a bunch of them that they released straight to DVD.
Yeah, straight to video. One of them was really just, honestly, just
terrible,
horrible. I mean,
but it was still to the point it was bad enough that it was still enjoyable.
It was still entertaining.
It just wasn't, the same bombastic experience that the others were.
But the other ones were great. I
Yeah.
mean, really, if you have never seen these movies, watch the first one first.
Yeah.
The main star of the movie, talk about cheesy. I mean,
Oh,
Arnold,
yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger cheesy, okay?
Oh,
Just-
yeah.
Just
That's that.
dumb.
That's that level of cheese, like where you take a block of cheese and you put it back behind the radiator, and it starts growing like a mold, a new layer of mold and penicillin, and then it finally evolves into a higher life form.
Yeah.
And you just kind of check on it once in a while, and it's like, "How you doing back there, cheese?"
I'm okay.
And feed it to your cat once in a while.
Just,
Just
the mutant cat,
yeah,
not the cute one.
Yeah, not the cute one.
No.
Just give it some food once in a while, and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully it gets to a point where it can start paying part of the rent. Pulling its own weight.
That'd be nice, right?
I know.
Good grief. No, but no, that.
He is extremely cheesy,
down on the remake.
and that's actually a good thing. So I can't see this being good.
No. And they'll probably put somebody like Will Smith or some big name.
Well, they
in
used
there.
to put Will Smith in everything. Now
yeah.
it's The Rock.
Oh yeah.
He would actually make it pretty good, though.
It'd be too serious.
I would still say if The Rock was in it, that would be probably the only way they could do it.
The only way. The only way.
Okay. Next on my list, Dirty Dancing.
That movie sucked the first time.
Yeah, really. What benefit would this be to remake it? It was a terrible movie the first time.
Terrible movie.
There's nothing you could do to make this a good movie.
There is
I
nothing.
like Patrick Swayze. He was a good actor.
He was a good actor.
Unfortunately, another one that's passed.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, I mean, who are you going to get to fill those kind of shoes? Because he was in Roadhouse, and that was a good movie.
One of my the favorite scenes of Roadhouse. He's just standing there in the bar doing his whole bouncing thing, and the band's playing. He's just going.
Yeah, because he was cool.
Or wait, no, he goes. Wait, yeah, he goes. Because normal people go
Oh, okay.
like this. He goes
Because he was cooler than everybody else in the Roadhouse.
drinking his coffee. Good song.
So yeah,
That's all I got. But no. Yeah, the movie was horrible. I didn't get it. The only good thing about that whole movie was nobody puts baby in the corner.
Yeah.
That was the best part of the whole movie.
And I had
Best part.
never really seen the movie. I hear people saying that all the time, and that's the only thing I know about the movie. And that and the whole dance scene where they hold them up and
Yeah.
and that wasn't very good. So no, I don't see the point of remaking this movie because it was bad the first time. You probably should have learned your lesson.
Should have.
Okay, so I'm going to get into a couple movies that I am adamantly against making remakes on.
Okay.
The first one on my list is American Werewolf in London.
Really?
This is a terrible idea.
Dumb
idea. Now, first of all, John Landis won countless awards for the special effects in this movie.
For the time, they were phenomenal. Even
Not
to this
for
day.
the time, even
for this
today.
day, they're still great.
They still, every Halloween, you hear them talk about the werewolf transformation scene.
Gorgeous.
It's just,
Painful.
That's the point. It looks like it's an excruciating experience.
But for us that get to watch it, it's beautiful.
And it's an emotional scene, too, because, it's not just that cool, like, he gets... all of a sudden gets a layer of fur and then he's smiling and no, this is a painful, excruciating experience that he must go through, and he's screaming and crying out in pain the whole time, and the practical effects, the actual prosthetics and things that went to make this happen made it just so you can't top it. Are they going to CGI this? There is no way that they could make this movie without ruining it.
Old school special effects, latex, the facial paint and stuff like that they actually put
the
these,
little
these
bubble bags and
bubble
stuff.
Bags.
Yeah,
it just made it more realistic.
Exactly.
Than this, what do you call it, CGI?
Yeah, CGI.
CGI, no.
And then this movie also had like a little bit of a sense of humor too. There was some silly stuff in it.
Silly stuff.
A little bit of tongue in
humor.
cheek. Dark humor. And I just don't see them playing with that kind of balance between horror and comedy today without just totally messing it up.
Oh, they're going to... Hollywood will
mess
it up.
Again, there's no way this could end well. I know you people in Hollywood are not listening to us right now, even though you should be.
You should be.
Stop what you're doing. leave this movie alone.
Don't touch
is
it.
not meant to be remade.
Don't touch it.
Now, as bad
They
as
put The Rock in it.
well, that would only slightly improve it. Even The Rock is not going to save this remake.
He can't have a cameo though. He can't just be walking going
Yeah.
across, going, "Oh man, that must suck."
Yeah,
No, he'd actually have to be in the movie. But then I probably still wouldn't watch it.
Yeah, exactly. So the next one is one even more so I am totally against.
Okay.
There's a little movie out there, and if you people know in our online family know this movie, your coolness credits just went up. A little movie called Time Bandits.
No, really?
Yeah. Okay, let me tell you a story about this movie.
Hollywood.
This movie, when I was a kid, and this is going to date me a little bit. When I started as a kid watching TV, we had just a TV. This is back when you only had 3 channels in our town, and you had one of those TVs with the clicky dial, like click, click, click,
And
click,
you had
click,
12 clickers.
and had to just go between the 3 channels, and the cartoons were only on Saturdays. It was terrible back then.
Oh, it was horrible.
But we were pretty lucky because I remember as a young kid back in the late 70s, early 80s, our house was one of the first houses that got cable.
Ooh, good old-fashioned cable.
A good old-fashioned cable. So at that
Real
time, we
television.
got like 50 channels, not compared to like the 3 bajillion that they have
Yeah.
now, not including YouTube channels.
50 channels that you can actually watch.
But I thought it was so cool because you could watch movies and stuff like that. And I remember this movie back then. It was before the ratings had like the PG-13 and stuff like that. This movie had a PG rating, and my parents let me watch it, and they let me watch it by myself. And I remember watching it and just kind of peeking out the doorway going, are they coming? They can't actually see this because they'll make me turn it off. Because this movie's cool. It's cool. Dark, and there's exploding people. And and it's got this real weird vibe to it. It's kind of a British comedy slash action adventure. And I'm not going to ruin anything because I want you people to go out. If you haven't seen this movie, go out and watch it. It's a great movie.
Seriously, watch it.
Just a little synopsis. It's about a little boy who, kind of was living a humdrum life, who kind of came across a bunch of time travelers that traveled through his bedroom. And
Literally.
Yeah,
Through
literally
his bedroom.
through his bedroom. And he followed the time travelers and went on this grand adventure through time and space and everything. I mean, kind of like a Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, yeah, but without the telephone booth.
Yeah, and the drug innuendos.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. There was probably some drug innuendos in this movie. It's kind of crazy at points.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But it's so cool.
It's so good. Yeah. Again, there is no way that Hollywood could do this movie now and do justice. First of all, it was done, I think, around 1980-ish.
That sounds about right.
And
that sounds about right.
This movie's kind of a product of its time. There's a little bit of that 80s camp that has to be in this movie that really sets it off.
Yeah.
And without that, there's no point in it. You can't tell this story without that dark comedy that was so just new and adventurous at that time. There's nothing exciting. Nothing was out like this now. Now it came out, it wouldn't make the same impact because
I don't think it would.
There's other dark comedies out there that not as good, but people have seen this. Back then, this was something that I had never seen before, and it was cool.
It was a British-made movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely...
And it had, big
British
names in it, like John Cleese.
John Cleese.
Sean Connery was in it.
Sean Connery, come on.
And, I mean, he was, even for Sean Connery, this was kind of a role that was outside his usual toolbox. Yeah. And he had fun with it. You could tell he was smiling the whole time because it's something he didn't normally get to do.
It's just definitely a great movie. Just... Seriously, folks, go get it. Go watch it. You're gonna just go buy it because you're gonna watch it again and again and again.
And don't wait for the remake. Watch the original. Don't ever watch the remake if they make it.
No, it'll probably be Tim Burton and only have one short person in it.
Yeah, and he'll be rapping like the Oompa Loompas did in his remake of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which was terrible,
horrible,
awful. Don't ever watch it.
No.
And no, I know what you're thinking right now. I'm sure you're thinking these. It's like these are old people going, movies were better when they were my age, and I don't like them changing the things that I thought were cool when I was a kid, and get off my lawn, you stupid kids. That's not what we're saying. We're
not saying that at all.
We're just saying that, good movies are good regardless if they're 20 years old or 50 years old or something like that. Another movie that's kind of in that same time. It's timeless. Well, it's dated for its time, but it's also timeless, is Escape from New York. They're remaking the original Escape from New York.
Snake Plissken.
Now, this Snake Plissken is a character who is so cool that the main character in Metal Gear is named after him.
Which is a video game.
Yeah, it's a video game. Konami has come out and said, the creator pretty much took the name because he thought Snake Plissken was a cool guy. And he is.
He is.
And that's the
Seriously.
thing. Why are they remaking the original Escape from New York when Kurt Russell is still awesome? He's older, but what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah,
he's still awesome, and he's still making movies.
Kurt Russell is still the man.
They should, if they want to make something, they should actually make another sequel to this movie and have a old Snake Plissken in the movie. That would be awesome.
That would be cool. That would be awesome.
Now, in the 90s, they did a sequel to Escape from New York. It was called Escape from L.A. Yeah. But
which was okay.
Escape from New York was
much better.
Much better. And it was dated, and it had a very distinct social commentary that was attached to the time that it was in.
Yeah.
So, again, is that something that if they remake that movie, that same social commentary is going to apply? How are they going to do this without screwing it up? It's not going to happen.
They can't.
If they want to, like Escape from L.A., it was dated in the 90s. It's got a very 90s vibe. Yeah. It actually is kind of a slap in the face to the 90s PC environment.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, and it's not as good as the original, but it still holds up.
Yeah, it still holds up. It's still a good movie.
And really again, Kurt Russell rocked it. So
he's awesome.
I'm
Snake.
I don't get that one.
God.
So
really, good God.
I'm going to go into a couple movies here that I think would actually be decent for a remake on the list, just so you don't say, hey, I don't like movies. On the list here, Highlander is going to get a remake.
Oh, Highlander.
This one's going to be kind of interesting because the first movie of the Highlander movie series was actually good. I liked it a lot.
Phenomenal. Sean Connery was in it.
Sean Connery. What's his name? I can't think of the lead actor's name right now.
I can't think of his name either.
But anyway, he was pretty cool for the time. Yeah. They played
great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Queen?
Anything Queen does.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's like the Flash Gordon movie. That movie is so crazy. The new Thor Ragnarok movie definitely pays tribute to the original Flash Gordon movie, and the soundtrack was just the same Queen song played over and over. Well, actually, not even the same song. The same 10 seconds of a Queen song played over and over again, and it's awesome because of it. Highlander's kind of the same way. It's got that one Queen song that just the guitar riff kind of plays through the whole thing.
Good God, yeah. The soundtrack was phenomenal.
The second movie,
not good.
Terrible. In fact, this is an example, and this could be a topic on its own. This sequel to the original Highlander movie was a movie that was so bad, it actually tarnished the original movie because they retconned a bunch of the story to make it so instead of being just like these warriors from all kinds of different times that had no idea why they were in this situation. No spoilers, obviously.
Nope.
But I will spoil the second one because I don't want you to see it.
No, don't, because it'll ruin everything for you.
All of a sudden, they weren't just these warriors that were in this predicament. They were now aliens. Surprise! Aliens. It's like that. It's like that show with the guy with the hair. Ancient Aliens. It's like ancient alien theorists believe. Yes, it was aliens. That's the answer to everything.
Everything.
Yeah. Ooh, my Pop-Tart's done. It was aliens. But this is where it gets interesting because I think it was the late 90s, there was actually a TV show.
No, it was about mid-90s.
Mid-90s, yeah.
I
think it went for a long time. It was actually a popular show that started out kind of the same way as the movies did, but it was on long enough that it kind of had to take its own identity and advance the story.
McCloud was actually McCloud. McCloud was actually in the TV show. Mm-hmm. He'd make cameos and stuff like that. He wasn't in the TV show primarily. That was
Oh, I know. He was also the Renegade.
Yeah,
I can't think of his name either.
Cool actor, really cool actor.
Yeah,
did a bunch of different things, but the TV show was really good.
Yeah.
It really truly was. It had its own little life to it, really.
So the question is, are they making the new movie based off of the original movies, or are they doing it off the TV show?
That's a good question. If they do it off the TV show, I could agree.
I could see this happening.
I could see the possibilities.
Again, I will say Hollywood has more of a chance of totally messing this up than getting it right. Yeah. So, I'm not going to look forward to it. I'm just saying that, this one has some possibilities.
Could.
But, yeah, they're going to ruin it.
They're going to screw it up.
So, another movie, and this is one that's definitely dated, and I could not believe it was on my list, was a movie called Short Circuit.
Short Circuit.
That's that Johnny Five.
Johnny Five Alive.
A robot that was a war machine.
It was supposed to be a war machine.
Yeah, it was a robot that was going to be a new super soldier that became self-aware and decided that he didn't want to shoot people.
He wanted to give flowers.
Yeah.
Sing Kumbaya.
Yeah. So.
Which he could have, because he's really cool.
Now, again, this was dated in the 80s because in the 80s, there was a time in the mid-80s when everybody thought we were just right around the corner from everybody having their own personal robots.
Personal robot.
Yeah, and it sounded like anytime soon we were all going to have robots, and they were going to be in our house, and they're going to be driving your cars, and you're driving your flying cars, and handing you your hovering skateboards. And
I'm still waiting on mine.
Your dual tie. Thankfully, they're not rebooting that movie, by the way. And if you know what movie that is, cool for you. Anyway, back to Johnny Five. This movie was an 80s movie. It was corny. It was cheesy. It wasn't cheesy. A good movie.
No, not really. But it was still good. I mean,
no,
it was good. I liked it.
I'll tell you what. The only reason I want this movie remade is maybe that will get interest again in getting robots in their house. We didn't get them the first time this movie came out, so maybe now if they remake it, there will be enough interest that there will be robots, and that way I can get up in the morning and there will be a robot assistant there, and he'll say, "Good morning, Mr. Skids. I've got your day planned out. Here's your clothes. Here's your breakfast, and watch out when you're driving to work today because there is a chance of dew on the sidewalks." Dew. And I don't have that right now. Right now all I have is Mrs. the Clown who just kicks me and says, "Get out of bed," and that's not cool.
Yeah, no,
so
she does kick you.
I just want my robot. So please make a movie so people like robots and make cool robot. So, last movie on my list. I saved the best for last because I know this is one of Fabulous's favorite movies, and I just want to. I'm kind of indifferent on this one. I have an opinion, but I think his opinion is going to matter a little bit more. They are remaking the movie Scarface.
Really?
Yeah. Let me get my little piece out, and then I'll let just Fabulous have at this one. This is, again, I will start with this. This is a product of the 80s. No spoilers, but spoilers. This is a movie about a drug dealer from Cuba who was dealing cocaine during the height of cocaine's emergence in America, which was in the 80s. And that's when the movie was made. Yeah. And also in Cuba, that was when there was a mass exodus from Cuba because of the economic and political conditions in the country to America. So it has a social political message of the population, of relevance to the drug that was popular at the time, set in the 80s. So are you going to remake this movie set in the 80s? Or are you going to try to remake it and make it so it's modern? Because if you're going to make it so it's today's date, you might as well just make a new movie and call it something different.
Completely different.
If you're going to remake it and you're going to try to make it dated so it's back in the 80s, why do that? You already have a perfectly good movie set in the 80s.
Yeah, that is
So anyway, what do you think of that? I mean, who are they going to get to play the main character?
Well, the main character, plain and simple, you had an Italian dude play a Cuban.
Yeah.
So
who else could do something like that? Exactly.
Pee Wee Herman. I don't know. Seriously,
I'm surprised you didn't say The Rock, but
I almost did. This is probably seriously.
This is probably the worst one on the list.
Seriously.
This movie cannot benefit from
anything.
There's no special effects really needed in this movie. The practical effects for all the violence. This is a pretty violent movie.
Oh, it's horrendously violent. Horrendously.
So there's nothing that practical effects of the time couldn't do, because it's like the RoboCop reboot. That was a bloody movie, and then when they rebooted it, it was not near as bloody. Take that as you will, but
really, Scarface.
And again, if you're going to do like an 80s reboot of it, I mean, it's not like the cars that they built in the 80s are still around. Those cars weren't built to last.
Well, the DeLorean was.
Well, the DeLorean, that's different. The DeLoreans were just basically built out of parts. They manufactured the parts separately so that they could just keep slapping them together. That was supposed to be the car that you bought that was going to last you the rest of your life. That was you were never going to have to buy another car. Was the whole concept of that?
I did see a DeLorean parked outside of a guy's house.
Oh, really?
Like last week or 2 weeks ago or something like that.
I haven't seen one for a year.
Oh, God.
Did it have the flux capacitor?
I didn't get that close.
Oh.
I didn't get that close. I was worried about maybe there was a drug dealer or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah, well that was kind of a cool concept for a car. One of the problems with it was only 2 seats. A lot of people didn't like that. But it worked out well for Marty McFly.
Yes, it did.
Because when he took his girlfriend on the time travel trip, she had to sit on his lap because the doc was driving and he was in the shotgun seat, and so she had to sit on his lap. That might have been an awkward thing, but it's like, we got to go to the future and save our kids. But there's only 2 seats. Darn. You're going to have to sit on my lap. Oh, yeah.
Wink, wink. Scarface, really.
That's it. I got nothing more than that. Hollywood, I know you should be listening, but you're not. Don't do it.
Don't.
This is going to be one of those movies that... It's like... Let me give you an example of a movie that was rebooted that was absolutely ruined by the reboot. That was Total Recall. Now, again, we talked about Arnold Schwarzenegger layers of cheese. The original movie was super, super cheesy. It wasn't a great movie, but the main thing was that it has this underlining tone of, did this really happen, or was this just what he paid for and was the imaginary vacation that he wanted? Today, you can watch that movie now and you can debate whether this was exactly what he paid for and this was all in his head, or this actually really happened. Because the movie was well enough crafted that you don't know.
Seriously.
And that's a good point of a good movie, is that it makes you think when you're done with it. The reboot was boring because they took all that out. Because it was like, yes, this definitely happened. This wasn't made up. He really was a sleeper spy that had been brainwashed, and that's it. And the movie was boring and stupid, and this is why you shouldn't remake movies.
Can we fire Hollywood?
We can't, apparently, but you know what you could do is you could watch our show instead of watching movies.
Exactly.
And you can definitely like and subscribe and click the bell button to be notified and donate to Patreon. And then we can start our projects of the Vandaliers, our side band, and do our Killer Kittens from Outer Space movie, which is an original concept. New movie.
Unlike Hollywood.
Yeah, we're bringing back the low budget horror with new actors and new scripts and everything like that. That's our Patreon goal. So definitely,
maybe we can get The Rock in it.
Yeah, well,
we got to get a lot of Patreon.
You're going to have to donate pretty often, pretty often to get us, so we can get The Rock. If we can't get The Rock, we're going to have to settle for Will Smith.
Probably.
definitely give us more money so we can afford The Rock. We don't want Will Smith. Well, I like Will Smith.
I do like Will Smith, though. I think he's a classy actor.
He is.
I think he's a classy guy, too.
I like him, but I think The Rock will save our movie from being straight to DVD. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Skids and Fabulous Show, the only show where two clowns come on and discuss their train of thought, only to quickly derail. If you like what you saw, and you must have ran out of cat videos to watch if you're liking this, definitely consider donating to our Patreon channel, where you can get exclusive access to our bonus content and videos early.
Oh, yeah, we got plenty of bonus stuff.
Yeah.
So we get rid of.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my turn.
That's your turn now.
That's my turn. Hey, I still got to read. If you would like to donate, but you're still waiting on a Tim Burton movie that's actually pretty good.
You got a long wait.
You got a long
He used to be
wait.
good. What happened?
He used to be good.
What happened to him?
Edward Scissorhands, that was probably the best
What
thing he's ever
happened
did.
to
That
him?
was good.
You got old. You used to be cool.
He used to be cool. That ruined the chocolate factory. Good, Willy Wonka.
And Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Anyway,
you can always click the like button for this video, and remember to subscribe. Remember to subscribe to our channel, and hit the button to be notified. The bell button to be notified. You
almost got this right.
I almost did. I one of these days. But remember, if I get it right, the show's over.
Yeah.
To be notified when new videos are posted.
Yeah.
And trust me, we're funnier and better than Tim Burton.
Yeah, that's not saying much.
And Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, they don't give us too much credit on that. That's
Barbra Streisand
we're setting the bar low on that one. But yeah, we try to be pretty consistent. I again apologize that we didn't have a video last week. Hopefully that won't happen again.
Hopefully it won't.
We're posting videos on Friday. Look forward to more content. Other than that, that's all I got.
Yeah, sorry, folks. Love ya.
Bye. Nobody wanted Twinkies until you couldn't have them anymore.
Exactly.
That's again, it's like the mafia. They've got all the rackets covered. They've got this all figured out.
Truly.
Like there's no way that the mafia is not looking at the Girl Scouts and going, we could learn a few things from these girls. Vinny, go bring me the Girl Scouts. That was the worst Italian accent
that was pretty bad.
ever.
That
was so bad, it was almost epic.
Yeah, I bit my lip putting this pin in my mouth here like a cigar.
At least you suffered for the crowd.